What's up guys, Dank here coming at you with a brand new video. This week on the Coalition of Scrubs, we have a 4th of July special for you guys. First off, I just wanted to say, happy 4th of July everyone, especially for people in the United States. I know some people in other regions don't understand what our Independence Day is about, and that's fine, but for us here in the US of A, and those who, I guess, may even have holidays that run in July. Happy holidays to everyone, who has either birthdays or anything like that in July. But anyway, let's get on to our topic, which involves our good old friend, and this week's anime deck is Bandit Keith. So, his deck is legitimately just based around gambling and dark machine monsters, plus a little bit of fiend support. Generally, his boss monster is to get out Barrel Dragon, which he got a retrain called Desperado Barrel Dragon, which is a solid card. But otherwise, this is his version of the deck from my friend Yugioh Anime Deck Profiles Yugioh Anime Deck on Instagram and on Twitter. Please go follow him. Link is in the description. Anyway, let's get on to my version of the deck profile on Yugioh Pro. Then I'll try to, talk over some replays, and we'll get to the end card. Alright guys, see you there. Alright guys, here we are, my version of the deck. So, to start off, I kind of got rid of a lot of his Fiend support. I just trashed the entire Fiend idea. Instead, I made it a Machine, essentially Turbo, using stuff like Machina Citadel and the Dark Machina monsters to set off the Heavy Metal Raiders. So let's get started with the deck profile readout, and then we'll get into the replays. So, to Machina Citadel, of course, he's easily searchable through their machinery deployment and Metal Crunch. Then we run 2 Metal Crunch, just as an extra normal summon option. I run 3 Desperado Barrel Dragon. He is an insane monster. When a Dark Machine type monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can just kind of slap him out from your hand, and then once during the battle phase, before this monster attacks. Oh, sorry, he can't attack the turn you use this effect, but you can just kind of flip 3 coins, and you can destroy destroy monsters up to the number of, I believe, heads. Yeah, face-up monsters. Alright. Then we run 1 Gizmakurochi. He's just a solid floater. He can lead to some funny rank 8 plays. Other than that, he's just kind of another machine body. Also, he can banish 3 monsters from your extra deck to destroy a face-up monster on the field. Then we run 1 OG Barrel Dragon. He's just Barrel Dragon. That's pretty much it. Level 7. That's about it. We run 1 Machina Fortress. He's just kind of an easy way to get more machine bodies on board, a little extra damage. When he's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy that target. Also, if your opponent targets this card with a card effect, they must discard a card. It's very solid card. I also run 3 Twin Barrel Dragon. He is kind of just another Barrel Dragon target. Oh yeah, by the way, when this card's sent to the graveyard in general, doesn't matter whether it's from field, hand, or deck, he can search another monster that uses coin flips in its effect. So that includes regular Barrel Dragon and Twin Barrel. Then I run 3 Machina Process Storage. When he's normal summoned or special summoned, you can special summon another Machina from your graveyard, but it can't activate its effects the turn. Other than that, once per turn you can target 1 other Machina you control, and 1 spell card your opponent controls. Return them to the hand. Then I run 1 Machina Resurbrake. Now he's essentially an Honest of the deck. You can target a Machina you control and it gains 1200 attack points, and if that Machina destroys an opponent's monster by battle, he recurs back to the hand. And then 1 Cyberstein, because Cyberstein's fun just to kind of slap out on Jury Exterio and pass. Then we run 2 Allure, because a lot of our deck is darks, but not all of it, so we don't want to run 3. 1 Upstart, 1 card destruction. They're pretty much self-explanatory. 1 reborn. 3 machine deployment. Now, either this card can discard any any card from your hand and add 2 machine monsters with different names, or you can discard a machina card and then add 2 different machina cards with different names from your deck to your hand, excluding this card, of course. We run 3 super polymerization just to steal crap out of our opponent's board. Scapegoat, because Scapegoat can apparently be used to make Union Carrier. Sending Barricade Board Blocker. Then Machina Defense Perimeter. This is just a solid one of. If you control a level 7 or higher machine type monster, your opponent can't target level 6 or lower machine type monsters for attacks. Sorry for that random noise in the background. Next, we run 3 Heavy Metal Raiders. When a Dark Machine type monster, first time it would be destroyed by battle, it is not. And if you take battle damage from that battle, it gains attack equal to the damage you took. Once per turn, if a monster you control that was originally a Dark Machine destroys an opponent's monster by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Dark Machine type monster from your hand. So this card is generally essential for making OTKs. Then next we run 3 Infinite Permanents. Just can blank out a column and can say no. It's just a solid hand trap. 2 Back to the Front to revive our Barrel Dragon or the Citadel. 2 Fiend Comedian. Now what this card does is you can flip a coin, and the reason why I'm using this card is because of the next card, Photon Blast. But Fiend Comedian, you can flip a coin if you call it right. All cards in your opponent's graveyard are immediately banished. Then, if you call it wrong, you just essentially get a Grass's Greener effect and send cards from your deck to your graveyard equal to the cards that your opponent has in their graveyard. So sometimes this card can lead to some very interesting graveyard setup. 3 Proton Blasts. When each time a card effect is activated that specifically flips a coin, this card, you gain an effect equal to the number of coins that you flipped, equal to the number of heads that you got that turn. So, for instance, number 1, you get to inflict 500 damage to your opponent. If you get 2 or plus more, you get to destroy an opponent's card. And third, you get to look at an opponent's hand and discard 1 card from their hand. Also, you can then banish this card from the graveyard and make it a monster that uses 2 or more coin flips in its effect. You can make that effect instantly all heads. So that's a solid thing to use with Barrel Dragon and stuff like that. The next thing is the extra deck. So the extra deck, we start off with the Union Carrier just to kind of equip the Desperado to get a search for the Twin Barrel. The Twin Barrel. And Barricade Board Blocker because you can recover back your perimeter defense, and we wanted to recover back the Heavy Metal Raiders. The Nightmare Package along with access codes, this way you can pop remove 4 cards from the field and then swing with a 53 beat stick. Then 1 Baguska, 1 Gear Gigan X, 1 number 68, 1 Dingirsu, and then for super poly targets we want Mud Dragon, Drax Depelia, and Starving Venom. Another card we run is Gatling Dragon, which we can just kind of summon off the Cyberstein if we want to go for damage. Also, Naturia Exterio is another Cyberstein target. And last but not least, Chimeratech Mega Fleet Dragon. So this deck dies to Cyber Dragons. But if you happen to lose, the first round and then you go second, you can just kind of suck up their field with the Chimeratech if they summon anything in the Extra Exile. Or you could even summon your own Extra Exile monster like Union Carrier and still remove a whole bunch of stuff from their board. Then, our side deck, which is just kind of dependent on whichever player, your general play style. For me personally, though, this is the side deck I chose for this deck. Double Kaijus, both are cards that this deck can easily swing over between pretty much any card with Reser Break, any Machina with Reser Break can just kind of swing over the Gamma Seal or the Comungus. Other than that, we run 1 Fortress, again, to side deck against Cyber Dragon. 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, just to kind of blast the board or search another Kaiju. 3 Called by the Grave, and then Solemn Package of 2 Strike and 2 Judgment, and then 2 Dark Bribe. So, that's it for the deck. Let's go to the replays, and yeah. Alright, to start us off, we kinda top decked pretty bad. We top decked the Orochi, which is a solid body, but other than that, we have double Super Poly and the Imperm. Twin Barrel just kinda sits there and, looks at you funnily. Anyway, let's get on with the replay. Alright, so to start off, I believe we're going first. We're just going to summon the Twin Barrel. He's going to activate his effect with no target on board. We're going to set the Imperm, set the Super Poly, and pass. So apparently we come up against... Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to say, Golden Nova helped me with get these replays. Please go subscribe to him. His link will be in the description and in a card. And probably somewhere around either up here eventually in the video. But yeah, so we start off, he played Dice Star, pretty much just a gambling deck. We're going to Super Poly away his friend and make the Mud Dragon just for lulz. Then on our turn, we top deck the Proton Blast, bring back the Orochi, and Mud Dragon, declare Dark, so we can't be targeted. Then we link a Union Carrier. He targets the Union Carrier and negates it. We swing, and we get Dice Jar for 2,000. And we swing for 1,000 off the Union Carrier and pass. So here we have kind of double Proton Blast. He top decks the Extravagance, drops it. So he's terraforming and Dice Try again, activates Dice Try again, and just happens to shuffle it back on top of his deck. He top decks Hollow Hollow, and then passes. Then here we activate the Union Carrier, equip, machine a monster, and link it away, summon the boy, swing, and then swing, activating Reser Break, deal more damage, and then we bring back just to kind of flex, and we swing for game. And Dual Tainting activates. Alright guys, so on to the next replay. Alright guys, here we are again facing off against Golden Nova's deck. He starts off with a great hand of Extravagance, Snipe Hunter, evenly matched, Dual Tainting, and Dice Try again. We start off with double Twin Barrel Dragon, the Monster Reborn, Super Poly, and the Proton Blast. I believe we are going first again, so let's start. Drop down the Twin Barrel and set 2 and pass. Starting to see a chain of events here. And we get evenly matched, banish 2 cards, keep the Super Poly for when he stacks the field with any monsters, if at all. Snipe Hunter's a Super Poly, and then deals 15 ping damage. Oh, decides not to attack. I believe he couldn't with the... Oh no, he could have. No, Imperms, the Twin Barrel, and we just swing over and pass. Set the Scapegoat, and on to his turn. Activates Extravagance, and I'm pretty sure he activates the Dice Try again. We chain the Scapegoats just to get a whole bunch of little sheet tokens. Chooses a little 4-1, bounces back to his hand, summons the Dice Clops, and passes. Swings, and we take 100. And on our turn, so here we go, we make the Union Carrier. Equip, he hits Dice Try again, just to kind of see if we can get effect, and shuffles it back on top of his deck. We bring back the Snipe Hunter, activate its effect, and we frickin' whiff on it. Make the Unicorn, yes, definitely the Unicorn. Now we make the Phoenix and swing. And on his turn, summons Snipe Hunter, activates its effect, lands on 2, pops it, we get the Search off the big boy, have the Barrel Dragon, because we thought I could normal summon over the thing, but I can't. And I get Double Tails, normal summon the Barricade Board Blocker, co-link it to the Nightmare Phoenix just to make sure it can't be destroyed by battle. And then, activate its effect, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to get rid of the boy in hand. Then we summon the Gangster's Code Talker, activate its effect, swing once, and swing for exact damage. Alright guys, next replay. Alright guys, here's Golden Nova playing his Fluffle deck against our Bandit Keith. Now I believe this is where we get pwned by Fluffles. Alright, so start off. Let's get this started. Alright, so I believe we're going first again. We drop the boy, bring him back off the process storage, and pass because we kind of bricked otherwise. Patchwork just starts going off with major Fluffle combos. So much so that it's even hard to keep track of. Apparently someone, plays the mouse. By the way, this is pure Fluffles. Pure Fright for deck. So this is beautiful you know, beautiful situation here. Freaking goes through all of his toy vendors, just all of them. Makes a tiger, pops my monster, triggers the big boy Desperado, and he swings. I activate Desperado, and I'm able to pop one card. I pop his Daredevil, which then deals me 500. Then he mills a whole bunch of boys just to boost his 70 friggin' 1, just to deal 200 damage and pass. Then it's our turn again. Activate card destruction. I would activate card destruction. Never mind, I lied. I quit. I'm kidding. Alright, yeah, and then we activate card destruction to get boys. Get back the Reser Break, set 2, and pass. And on his turn he swings, we activate the Reser Break just to take less damage. Bring back the Citadel. Citadel activates, pops 2 monsters he controls, and then we end our turn. Oh, actually, it's still on his turn, so never mind. And because we summoned, we can't activate the Scapegoats that's in here. Which, in hindsight, I should have done at the start. Because then he just kind of goes off. Getting all of the Fluffle combos. That is a big Fright for a Nightmare. Oh, yeah. Then summons the Fright for Tiger and just blows up the field. Well, I believe this is where we top deck the Twin Barrel, try to activate his effect. Tiger monster, he sends on, negates it, and we pass. Swing for our own life. Alright guys, let's go over to the end card. Alright guys, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's been great chilling with you guys this 4th of July. And don't forget to sub to the Coalition, follow us. Oh yeah, by the way, the Coalition actually has a Discord now, which will be linked in the description. So yeah, don't forget to follow everybody on the Coalition. We kind of have a new member. Maybe it was teased in the news video this week. So a little bit more information on that later. Alright, but other than that, peace guys.